I don't know how you fit a Dragon Ball game in
You
AR.
could do it, bruh. It just has to be you create your own. You can create your own character based on
Hmm.
your own race, so you can kind of keep it to where how Xenoverse is, and then maybe you can meet up with other people around the city, level up, learn different moves. I don't know, man. They can make it work.
You can only make it work. With that, let's begin. I already pressed start.
Oh shit, let's do it, man. Fuck,
um,
it's been good.
Welcome back to the Lookout. This is
Yeah,
episode 10. Shout out to us. We reached episode 10, man.
that's crazy. It's so crazy, man.
It feels like it's just flying by, but we finally reached episode 10 of the Lookout.
Yeah,
Shout out to everyone who's been tuning in every episode, who's been locked in, who, you know, dropping things and, on Twitter and letting us
yeah.
know how you feel about it. And
Enjoy Dragon Ball Z enough to watch it over with us again in 2018 is dope. So
yeah,
yeah.
it's incredible. We've got news though. We've got news just more so than the regular news that we usually have during the week. Last week we had no news. This week we're full to the brim.
We got lucky. We got lucky this week.
First of all, R.I.P. Rest in peace, Jose Lavat.
Oh man.
Iconic voice actor, the narrator for any Spanish dub Dragon Ball Z. As someone who was a kid who loved everything Dragon Ball Z, I can honestly definitely say I did watch the Spanish dub. I didn't watch it for that long. I just remember everyone's voice was super high and super squeaky and I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, I had downloaded a few on accident, like at the time on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It'll
So,
happen. It'll happen.
It happens. Yeah, it happens.
I definitely watched it. I think it was either on Telemundo or Univision or wherever it's called now. But I definitely used to watch it because I was just like, yo, I need more Dragon Ball. It is Saturday. Toonami only airs Monday through Thursday at this point. Like it is Saturday. I can't wait till Monday. I need to watch some shit.
Yeah.
So RIP to Jose Lavat. Listen, the Dragon Ball community, we're a big family.
Appreciate you so much.
Yeah, so anytime there's death in the family and anybody who's contributed to it, we all respect you, and it's a sad loss. Transitioning to that, we have new animations for this upcoming Dragon Ball movie.
Yeah, it looks so sweet, dude.
Listen,
The new poster, or I guess it's just a poster, but it's awesome. Like seeing Vegeta being done properly Super Saiyan, because I don't know if I'm sure you remember because we're in the middle of watching it, but when Vegeta first goes Super Saiyan, how can I put this? It just, a lot of the Android saga is drawn very clunky to me.
oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
like, it's just to see the picture of Vegeta being regular suit. It just looks really good. Like the artwork looks fantastic.
And I'm hoping because of this, the artwork just becomes more consistent through the series. Because if you watch Dragon Ball, like Dragon Ball Z, I know with that show, it's literally every other episode where the anime is like, where the animation is terrible.
They take days off.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
literally every other episode. Like one episode it'll be good, next episode it won't be. The only reasons why they would have like 2 episodes in a row that's animated really good is like if Gohan turns Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah, I've seen examples where actually in the Cell Games section, basically half the episode will be good. And then the other, and they'll cut to the dun 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 dun, dun and then it comes back, and then it's like back to
Everyone
drawn
is
how
like
it was.
trash.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. So
I'm hoping
consistency that needs to happen. But I think now they kind of see, like Super was such a big thing, and as you can see, once it really blew up, they were on it. So hopefully it stays that way.
It looks good. Vegeta looks good. I like their hair. It's not gold. It's not like literally gold.
Yeah.
But it's like definitely like this gold sort of
like a
blonde.
Yeah. It looks more honest.
Yeah, it looks
makes
more
sense.
natural. It
Yeah,
looks honest.
it really does.
You got Beerus and Whis there. There's a little Piccolo action on the bottom. So, we're getting these characters rolled out for this movie. The movie apparently comes out on December 14th.
Yeah, it's a long time.
That's a worldwide
Mills.
release. I mean,
It's a long time. Mills.
It'll be
real.
here before we know it. It's May 17th now. What is that like?
But listen. When December comes around, that's like I'm thinking, damn, I'm about to be 29.
Right.
I just turned 28. So December comes around, I'm like, that's a long time for me, bro. Without like, because all that tells me is, that means Super isn't return, or whatever it ends up being called isn't going to come back until, 2019.
I mean, well,
hopefully.
With that, I mean, but more news in the interim, and this isn't like, oh, it's a replacement for Super and nothing of that, but we're getting
something, right?
We're getting something. Getting something. They're not going to leave us hanging for umpteen forever, and they're doing this great thing where they're just not letting us know anything. They're not letting us know what's returning, when it's returning.
That's how it should be.
Who's doing? Yeah, it's really going to be a surprise. Really, it's like they haven't let up. Like, it's so fun being a Dragon Ball fan again. Like,
with the game, with the the new series with Super, and just everything that they've done, it makes sense. And I think social media really made it a whole lot fun too. Like, everybody's kind of interactive with it. Fans who may not have been fans, maybe not even saw the first little bit of Super. They got into it late, which is okay too. But the fact that they were able to draw people in is incredible.
Dragon Ball Heroes is the name of the game. And we are getting a promotional anime based on that game, and it's gonna the episode pre-screening will take place on July 1st, and it's going to be it seems like a short series. Doesn't seem like it's going to be something that's like conducive to the show or anything like that. Just seems like a real spin-off series,
right?
But it's going to be a series based on the game, and it's going to be a series based on, it says, the universe survival and prison planet arcs will be made into this. Now, I'm not familiar. Well, we're familiar with universe survival. Prison planet, I have no idea what's going on with that.
Dude, even looking at that type of stuff, I feel like they're going to branch off this whole more time traveling.
I'm reading up. All right, so I've got the prison planet arc right in front of me. The gist of it says it's set after the universe survival saga, so that's good. I mean, maybe canon, who knows? And it says future Trunks and future Mai have returned to the present in their timeline.
Okay.
With the I mean, it's all relevant at this point.
Right. That's what it sounds like.
Their time machine so that future Trunks can train with Goku and Vegeta. So the man is obviously has no regard for any of the time laws or what he has learned.
Okay. So wait. So Trunks and Mai they went back to the future to train?
Back to the past or present? Future Trunks.
Are they going?
They're back to the present to train with Vegeta and Goku.
Okay. So they're back in. Okay. So they came back.
They came back. Yes, they're back.
And he brought Mai.
He brought Mai too. Yes.
This is dangerous, man. This is like an accident waiting to happen, bro.
Oh my god. Let's see. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is available in this series, which means that GT is canon, which means
this could get interesting.
Or is it? Who knows? But at least they're drawn.
Yeah, it could just be. They may not mention that part at all. It could just be the fact that like he'll be there and we'll know it's a form of Goku, but we don't. It's irrelevant where it came from.
It says in the manga teaser, Fu shows up with Fu. I'm not completely sure who Fu is. Maybe I got to go through this game. Says it's time to begin an experiment. Cooler freeze future Trunks from. Whoa, I'm way deep in this shit. And tells him to follow Goku, Vegeta. Well, I should. Let me see. Fu says he'll help him get out. There's Super Saiyan Blue and there's Super Saiyan 4. I don't want to go into too much of this plot.
And they're punching each other.
They're punching each other. There is maybe Fu's the dude with the glasses.
Man, look, it looks like Trunks and Mai are really messing stuff up, and something's gonna happen. I think some portal opens, something wild's happening.
Some portal opens where GT
something crazy
is available. Yeah, Fu is definitely the dude with the glasses. Fu looks fucking
okay then.
If you look up Fu, he's like a very he's got a muscle tee on. He's like a very thoughty Supreme Kai.
Wow.
He's got he's got a rose-colored glasses on. He's got muscle tee. He's got gloves with no fingers. The dude is out here living, apparently.
Well, if it is, it's taking place after the tournament, correct?
Yes.
So that's cool. So at least we'll kind of get to see if it's canon, which I'm assuming it is to some extent.
Listen, have we seen Turles again?
Oh, God.
Have we seen him back in the, or have we seen Vegeta's brother that came back out of nowhere? Remember that?
I remember.
Have we seen him again? And that was some, so we really have no idea what to expect.
Who knows? They may do whatever they want to do, and it has end up being nothing to do with Super at all.
It's it is what it is.
Who knows?
But listen, plenty of news. The Dragon Ball season is never letting up. There's news that's consistently coming out, and there's going to be more news as we head closer and closer to this movie. And I'm sure we've got new game news. They're releasing Fuse Zamasu.
Yeah. Bandai's going nuts with the promo, so I gotta assume it's coming up. I don't know the date on it.
It's got to be coming soon because it's lining up with Fuse Zamasu in the anime.
Yeah, so they're they definitely know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's got to be coming soon because I think in the next episode, or maybe the episode that will have just aired by the time you hear this podcast, definitely it's supposed to be Fuse Zamasu after they start getting their ass whooped.
So maybe in a few weeks we'll have Zamasu on Fighters.
Yeah. Who knows? And I'm pretty sure everyone will be spamming him and all this other stuff,
I know I will be.
Yeah, he looks cool. Jeff.
Yo.
It is time. Are you ready to play the game? Are you ready to play Last Time on the Lookout? Are you ready?
Last Time on the Lookout.
Last Time on the Lookout. Are you ready? Let me set up a timer. I got a timer.
Yeah, get a timer started.
I got a timer for you.
I think I can get it cleared up.
All right. Let's see. I got a timer. We're going to set this off. We hope everyone is ready.
Yeah.
For Last Time on the Lookout, and go.
Awesome. Okay, so Last Time on the Lookout. Vegeta gets his ass beat by my baby Android 18. Arm falls out of place, broken, whatever. It's awesome. Krillin then gets a kiss, so it's kind of lit at the end. Piccolo and Kami are thinking about fusing with each other for the sake of nothing really. Goku is still slumped out for a little bit. Cell's eating a bunch of white people throughout the city. There's clothes everywhere, draws everywhere, and Cell. He beats up a Super Namek. Piccolo and Kami do fuse. Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's it. 30 seconds is quick, man.
That was like 15 seconds.
No, it was 30. That was 100% 30 seconds, and you didn't even get to the part where Goku wake up.
I didn't get to Cell spilling the beans about joining 18 and 17 and Goku waking up, but yeah.
Listen, we covered a lot last episode, and if you've not heard the last two episodes of the podcast, please rewind, revert. It's a good listen. It's a good weekend listen if you have nothing really to do.
Damn, man, 30 seconds.
30 seconds is really hard, man. 30 seconds is hard.
That's what she said.
But we are here for the main event, and the main event is we are now going over. I learned not a movie, but a TV.
It is a TV special. It's not a movie. It's only I believe it's 47 minutes.
That's like
48 minutes. So
that's like roughly the time for the
Disney,
movies.
No, Disney Channel original movies are an hour 30.
No, but I'm talking about like
15.
Dragon Ball movies, like The World's Strongest.
I think they usually go about an hour. This one's a good. It's a solid like 40.
It's 48 minutes
46
to fit in.
Yes,
to fit in the span of a television slot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot of content. They do it well. It's cool.
Barring the first like 2 minutes is like.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We're about to talk about this because it's very down.
We've got Dragon Ball Z: The History of Trunks, which is a TV special based on future Trunks' timeline. Now, if you were in the last episode, we cover a whole bunch of timelines. It'll be alternate timeline number 2, where Trunks comes from. Where the Trunks who defeats Frieza and joins everybody in the saga comes from, and he comes from this desolate place where the androids have taken over. They're killing everybody. They've killed everyone they met, and all this sort of destruction happens. He's come from a bleak future, maybe a post-Trump type of future. And
post-Trump future? I hope not, dude.
That'll be wild. Dude. But he comes and we learn sort of his story, and this is like the first time we get a back I don't know if it's the first time, but we definitely get a background on a character that just seemed to just sort of came out of nowhere. It's like this development, um, besides Bardock, I believe. I believe
Mm-hmm.
Bardock, the father of Goku, also got a little bit of development just to sort of flesh out that character and the motives
Right.
and why the Saiyans are important. This one is just to really highlight like why this battle in the Android Saiyan saga is important, why Trunks feels the way he does and everything.
And it's cool because Trunks kind of gives us a little bit of background on this
Yeah.
when he meets up with Goku, in the present, and he's he kind of tells what it looks like, but you really get to see it watching this special, so it's a little dark.
It's a little dark, man.
It's a little dark.
It's a dark. I mean, shit, man. It's oh my god, everything is different in this sort of thing. The soundtrack is noticeably different for me. I was just like, whoa, this is very.
The soundtrack, I like the soundtrack.
It's kind of like it's very like '90s rock.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
It's one of like my favorite parts about the special was the soundtrack. It was very like alternative.
a lot of guitar solos. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, like
yeah.
yeah. I think it's supposed to be young, youthful, hip because there's so many young characters throughout the series. I mean,
Visually, it reminds me of GT a little bit.
Yeah. It's kind of dark in that way, and the color schemes and everything like that. The motivations for the characters, the evilness of the characters. But have you seen this movie before? Because I thought I saw this movie before, and I feel like I haven't.
Yeah, I saw it at some point. I saw it on Toonami.
Really?
That's where I saw it. I don't know if I think it got replayed. Like down the, like it definitely wasn't the premiere or anything like that. I think they were showing specials or something like that. That's where I saw it.
I think they aired it. Maybe they aired it after Cell Saga. I don't remember.
I have it somewhere in storage.
Mm-hmm.
On I want to say on VHS actually.
My God.
As a matter of fact.
But, throw it in rice, my friend.
but I wasn't very interested in it as a kid. I didn't really. I don't know if it was just because how it was.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really have an appreciation for like, dark anime or like difficult situations until I got older. So maybe that's why I wasn't crazy drawn to it. But Trunks looks cool in it, so. And I prefer this 18 and 17. We'll get to that.
Really?
I'll tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Yeah.
All right, now listen. If we had the history of Bardock, we have the history of Goku. Is there any other series like if they could come up in the future with a series, a TV special series, like a TV special for Dragon Ball Super, just in the interim? We need more content before this movie. We need sort of a thing. What would you most likely want to see happen?
I think we've kind of hinted on this before. We've discussed it. I think Frieza really. I want a Frieza family's backstory.
Really?
Yeah, we talked about this. His dad's a bit weird.
Yeah.
I want to know if he has a mother. He has a brother, so there's some kind of family foundation there.
I'm thinking. I want to see.
Of course, there's like the Jaren and. The guys that we talked about in Super who we don't know
I'm thinking
a lot
Universe
about.
6, my friend. I'm thinking Universe. Let's get some more background on like Planet Saiyan, the Planet Vegeta or Planet Sadala over there.
Yeah,
Let's get some background on
that. Definitely has to happen. I think those are things that probably will happen. The Frieza thing may be a bit out of touch. It might not happen, but I can definitely see the Universe 6 getting some backstories,
or maybe everything leading up to the Goku Black. Maybe we do Trunks again.
You think they do that again?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? The history of Trunks too. More
don't even write it down, man, because I would not be surprised hearing that.
More destruction, more turmoil, more everything. Yeah. So let's get into the movie. The movie starts off. First of all, long opening sequence, but just incredibly long.
Ends with an ultimate surprise.
Yeah,
at the end of this sequence.
So it's a very dreary sort of. We see Gohan running. He's running, For what, we don't know yet until he reaches his house and all the Z fighters are there,
Mhm.
and they're waiting outside, trying to figure out what's going on. And we see that pretty much he walks in and Goku's dead.
Goku has passed away
Off,
from
off rip.
the heart virus, I'm assuming.
Hey, go on!
Father! Oh, Gohan, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, honey.
He's gone! Goku's gone! Kakarot! No!
Yeah, so the heart virus that that Trunks warned about in the future from this, well, Trunks from this timeline warned the present timeline about in the future. Goku is, I mean, he looks very peaceful in death. He doesn't really look dead. He looks like he's kind of sleeping. But he's dead. Goku is dead.
Even
Everyone
Vegeta looked. Yo, I want to talk to you about Vegeta's reaction.
Vegeta's like, yo, damn.
Like, he looked hurt.
Oh, man.
Is that weird?
I mean,
because we don't really know Vegeta and Goku's relationship in the future. Trunks's. So, but the way,
been nice. Yeah, it would have been. I think if this was an actual movie, we maybe would have got the first 10 minutes,
at least some kind of dialogue between them both, right? Because when Vegeta reacted, it was weird. It was like, he looked hurt. He looked hurt.
He looked 100% hurt. Everyone was hurt. Everyone couldn't believe that Goku, one of the strongest mortals ever, sort of passed away from this heart virus. Vegeta was shocked. Piccolo was shocked. Everyone's sort of shocked. And from there on, we get the quick, sequence. Boom. Androids are here. There's 2 androids that came, created from Dr. Gero. They came, they're destroying the city. They run into the Z fighters. Each one is down. Piccolo's down first, then Vegeta, and then everyone kind of like follows after that because, I mean, that's really. Yeah.
Falling victim to a radical new virus, Goku passed from the Earth, leaving his loved ones behind. Unfortunately, this unhappy occasion was merely a foreshadowing of the horrible tragedies that were still to come. 6 months later, on an island 9 miles southwest of South City, a dreadful duo launched an attack. Coming to the defense of the inhabitants were Earth's Special Forces. Piccolo was the first to try, and the first to die. Vegeta was next to fall, then Yamcha, and Tien. Even Krillin was destroyed by the ruthless duo. 2 artificial beings with strength beyond normal conception have appeared out of nowhere. It's the beginning of a new era for the Earth. An era of darkness.
A very dark opening, man. Like, why? Like, I told you I did not want to watch this movie.
You did. Yeah. Mills told me a few times.
I was like,
that he was not really trying to watch it. And how many times did you watch it?
I probably watched it like 3 times.
Yeah, I watched it 3 times as well. I watched it 2 hours ago as well. For the last
it's a real. Not only is it it's a lot to process, and everything sort of happens within the first 3 minutes of it. And if you cut out the opening sequence, it literally happens within the first 60 seconds.
Literally.
It's Goku's dead. They're doing like an in memoriam. He's like fading into the sunset and shit. And then later, there's 2 androids. They're coming shooting around. There's no really explanations or introductions or anything like that. They come. They're blowing shit up. They kill the Z fighters. Everyone's dead. Boom.
That's it. So, what do you think happens next?
Well, my question was, why didn't we try to go to Namek? That's my question.
So, okay. So check this out. Now, I believe. Okay, so Bulma, Gohan, and Trunks were eating. They were eating.
Yes.
And Bulma brings up missing going to Namek with Goku
with
or
Gohan.
Gohan.
Yeah,
So your point is valid because
she could have built a fucking spaceship.
they acknowledge Namek. Like
Yeah.
they acknowledge it. So I'm totally unsure, dude. I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely a hole there.
I don't know if they just like, yo, we don't know where New Namek is. I'm like, well, call somebody. Like, you guys, Baba, somebody, like, somebody call somebody. Like,
I'm saying, like, is the lookout destroyed?
yeah, it's the lookout. I mean, I know Kami's not there, but Popo's got to be like lingering around,
right,
doing something. Like, why haven't we tried Namek yet? Everyone's just so shocked and in despair. But it fast forwards about 13 years later. And I mean, civilization, there's still civilization, but they apparently, according to the movie thing, 2/3 of the earth has been wiped out.
Right. So it's very minimum.
Yeah, it's very minimum. The androids are ruthless in this movie. I'm interested to hear why you like these androids more, but they're 100% ruthless in this movie. They do not give a
yeah, they don't care. Well, the reason why I enjoy them is for that reason. They still have that same energy, that same personality as they have, in present.
Right.
But they're just way more aggressive and way more lethal.
They feel like kids who haven't really had to deal with the weight of like options or like discipline or anything like that. Right. They're essentially like badass kids who like pop off and like shoot people and like kill people and all this stuff and don't really have any sort of, regard for anything. They don't have any connections. They don't really have anybody. They're just killers.
I have a theory.
Go ahead.
My theory is that this is Dr. Giroux's first models. Because there's no 16.
This is true.
So I think that this is possibly Giroux's first models. That, remember in present time when they found his laboratory, he said you're not going to shut us down like you did last time, because remember he wanted to shut them down and work on them again because they were. So maybe this is the radical version of 17 and 18 that Giroux had to fix in present time.
I mean, maybe you're probably right at this point because they are playing game. They're like, 10 points for each murder. And I'm just like, damn, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like 18's like she's shopping, and she spares somebody. She spares the guy. I think the guy told her she was beautiful or had a nice figure or something of that nature. And then she walks out to the car and she's telling 17 about it. And 17 just like blows the whole shopping center
really?
up. And she's like, why'd you do that? You just made me look like a liar. So they're just, I mean, they're kind of similar, it's just, they're just much more aggressive. Like they want to kill. Like, the 17 and 18 in the time that we know, they just seem more of, hey, whatever happens.
Right.
Like if we run into people, cool, we'll handle it. But I'm not really looking to do anything crazy. So between 16 not being there and maybe possibly their Dr. Giroux's first models, I think that's why they're a bit like this. But
the only sort of funny part we get in this movie is that we learn that Master Roshi, Puar, Turtle, and Oolong are alive. Yeah. They're like 30 feet from the actual Master Roshi's place, but they're not getting anywhere near, and they're stuck in some sort of submarine.
Yeah.
Master Roshi is like, yo, I gotta help. Like, there's no way I can let all these people die, and I can't do anything about it. Mm-hmm. To which Oolong says, you can't go off and die. We're just a pig, cat, and a turtle. We need you.
What a team. What a team. Right? That's what it's all led to. Like, Roshi's gonna just live with a pig, a cat, and a turtle.
I literally thought that was the funniest shit I ever heard. Because it was just so real. Trunks is young. We get Trunks riding with Bulma. Trunks is young. Trunks is like 14 years old at this point.
Yeah, I like the 14-year-old Trunks too. Visually he looks dope.
He's very young-minded. He's like, yo, I gotta get in and fight. He doesn't know how to fight, but he just knows like, yo, you got to do something. And he's a terrible fighter throughout this entire.
Yeah, this is not a Vegeta trained Trunks.
Yeah, this is. Listen, He's throughout the entire movie, I'd say he's probably young. He's not often rushing into things. He doesn't have any like the fighting skills or the discipline you probably would have heard from Vegeta or Goku, and he's really trained by Gohan, which is like, I mean, I guess you could get trained by Gohan. I mean, yeah, he's more experienced than you, but I
don't
wouldn't want to be
know.
trained by Gohan.
You see, well, I wouldn't want to be trained by this Gohan for sure. I mean, this Gohan's dad died right after Frieza saga.
Mm-hmm.
So in the beginning of the movie, or the beginning of the special, Gohan, when he's running back to the crib, you can see what he's wearing. So you can tell, you can visually, you can see where he's at, like from a power level perspective. So I'm thinking, damn, what was it? 14 years went by.
Yeah.
So we're talking about 13 years. So no cell, no hyperbolic time chamber, nothing. He is a regular Super Saiyan.
He's just a regular degular, you know, fresh out the box Super Saiyan.
Yeah, dude. So I don't know.
He's we see Gohan. We got our first appearance of Gohan when he stops them from is it killing Trunks, or at least he picks up Trunks anyway. Gohan looks rough.
Yeah, he's been through it now.
Gohan looks rough. His cut is terrible. It's a disgusting. I don't know what they decided with that thing on his head.
It's a he did it himself. It's like okay. So
they killed my barber, nigga.
Yeah, like I don't have nobody. Like, but listen, it's cool. Okay, so when Goku cuts his hair in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, that's what Gohan's hair looks like in this special. But like when he grew up, it just stayed. You know what I'm saying? Like it just stayed that way.
It looked like he got a Caesar in the back and was just like, I also need like a cowlick or like something to comb.
Right. And when you look at Gohan, you know, in now in like the latest, as an adult, he has his hair goes straight up, has a nice hairline. You know, it's just straight, spiky, straight up. This time he kept his same hair from when his dad cut it in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, and it just never grew properly. So I don't know, man. Just grow it out, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
just grow it out. I don't understand. Grow it back out. You should have never cut it in the first place. Now if it was gonna look like that, dude.
It looks terrible. It looks terrible.
It looks terrible. Now I know half Saiyans are the only Saiyans whose hair can like grow.
Mm-hmm.
I caught that little tidbit. I think Vegeta mentioned it like
he did.
At some point, which is a really cool point. That's why Goku and Vegeta's hair stays what it is, because Vegeta claims that
except in GT where they fucked everything up and they decided to ignore that and gave the nigga a mustache as well.
When Saiyans are born, whatever their hair that they have, that is their hair. They just get older. So that's why Goku's hairs look the same his whole life, if nobody's known.
Shout out to Nappa.
Shout out to Nappa being born
bald baby. Apparently he had hair at some point. It's funny. It's really is.
I think he did have hair at some point. Didn't they show both of them as like when Vegeta was like,
it looked like a bad toupee or something. It was just like, it was so bad.
I guess Nappa just decided to cut his off. So it won't grow back, but he's got a mustache. So.
Definitely had hair. He definitely had hair. It's a bad toupee. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm sure it's a toupee. Let's see. Oh my god, their first major attempt is fighting the androids.
Was this at the
it's like the carnival. Yeah, the theme park, the carnival. So their first major test. Gohan is training Trunks. He's trying to, you know, he's giving him a Piccolo-esque kind of training, but also trying to awaken his hidden like Super Saiyan powers just off rip. He's like, listen, you're not even gonna have a chance unless you turn Super Saiyan.
He should have told him, you know, you'll feel this tingle in your spine. Yes. And you'll just the way they explain it in Super, that's how he should explain it.
He really should have, but I mean, clearly Gohan has no idea what he's doing. He's flying by the seat of his pants. Their first major test is them fighting them at the theme park, and Gohan does pretty well. I mean, they say that these androids in this time aren't as strong as the androids in the present time, and they're absolutely right, because Gohan for a bit holds his own. He's there. He's laying in hands. I think his only disadvantage is that there are two of them as opposed to one.
That was it. Because before 18 had jumped in on his fight with 17, he was winning.
Yeah, he was mopping it. He was killing. At some point, Trunks gets involved, and Trunks is the slowest fighter ever. I mean, the punches aren't even quick. Punches don't even land. it's a real sad thing. So rather than them trying to continue and Gohan trying to, try to get anything from this fight, they decide to get out of Dodge.
Smart.
So now it becomes this sort of race in terms of hiding and this entire thing. So Gohan
Niggas are hiding behind a boulder or a broken building, and like 17 18 are like 6 feet away.
yeah, they're like, where are they? This is classic villain shit, by the way. This is classic.
Yes, it
like,
is.
It's classic,
Yes, it
like,
is.
oh, he's behind the door or under a rock or something.
No. Okay. Dude, okay, so listen. Getting into this, the 17 and 18's dialogue is one of the reasons why I like them. I like, maybe because we got more dialogue out of them this time than how long it lasted, in the Android Saga. Because they do a lot of conversations. They kind of argue a little bit, but they always come together at the end. They're like, you're kind of boring me. Let's not do this anymore. And then like 18's like, I don't want to do this anymore. Watching you do this is boring. And then she sees a human and then she kills him and she's like, okay, 10 points for me. This is actually kind of fun. That's how they are. They're just very, very strange. So in this situation, you got Trunks and Gohan literally sitting behind a boulder.
They can't find him. They just like, oh, we lost him. Like,
Trunks is passed out, correct? I think.
Yeah, they're just like, yo, we lost him. And then it was like, you know what? Let's just blow everything up. Fuck it.
That's what happened. He's like, we might as well try.
Yeah, let's just blow everything up. So pretty much they just blow everything up at this point. And Gohan survives. Trunks survives. Somehow, Gohan has one arm.
Okay. So
this is not explained. What happened?
No, it's not. I guess one of the energy blasts had knocked his arm off. I've never seen this happen.
Never seen it happen
throughout the whole.
It never happens.
Everything.
It literally never happens.
They don't show. All they show is the explosions going off, and then dust settles. Gohan's on the ground, one arm, and trying to open a pack of senzu beans with his teeth.
Yeah, with his teeth, he's like, "Yo, should I take this?
What would my dad do?"
And I'm like, "Damn, you about to be in a hospital for a minute, bro."
Yeah, you ain't got no more senzu beans. But that too, I wish this was a bit longer.
Yeah,
not it should have been a film, because if it would have been a film, maybe we could have saw what happened at the lookout. Like you said, Goku and Vegeta's relationship. There's just different things that I would have enjoyed, but everybody definitely looks depressed.
Yeah, it's a Gohan with his last ounce of strength gives Trunks the senzu bean. His arm is gone.
Can we talk about that slash across his face?
It's badass now. I mean,
how did he get that too, though? Did they give him that,
or
was that from the explosion?
It must have been. It was from the explosion.
It looked like a legit cut, not like
like an
open hit you in the face, like. Yeah.
No, it looked like. I mean, I don't know. I at this point, I don't know. His entire arm is off. I can't tell anything about what happened during that blast.
It's weird.
It's very weird. Fun note, if you have not noticed it by now, and I noticed it like a month ago. Mm-hmm. So Goku loses his arm. I mean, Gohan loses his arm in this series. Yeah. It is the same arm that he nearly loses fighting Cell in the present series.
That's really cool, and the only reason I noticed is because there's a scene where 18 and 17 are both shooting blasts at him, and he's doing it on his side with one arm, and he overpowers them. Yeah, and that was kind of cool. Like, I was like, oh, okay, so.
So if you pay attention, there's a little few callbacks between future. I mean, he eventually does hurt his arm, but he doesn't lose the actual arm. Yeah. Because that would be weird if a 12-year-old lost his arm. Let's see. Oh, my second question watching this, and I have a lot of questions. Bulma's there. Why not build a fucking cyborg arm? My man is here with one fucking arm, bro.
Yeah, trust me. I mean, we may be getting ahead here, but I know for a fact Bulma had the capabilities, bro, because she was building a fucking spaceship. Or a time ship. So
use a Capsule Corp arm.
Yeah, she could have got that done, man. She's being lazy.
Could have got a Supreme sleeve on it, a Capsule Corp sleeve, wherever, some Iverson-esque.
Winter Soldier arm.
Yeah, it's just let's build a man an arm. We really about to have him here. It's essentially a 4-on-1 battle now because he's trying to fight these androids and you only got one arm, so therefore
he lost his entire arm. arm. It was just it was gone.
And I don't know. It just, to me, that just boggles my mind. I'm just like, I'm just like, this is.
It should have been a film, man. It should have been a film.
Movie.
We might have got more insight to like specific questions that we have about things that just didn't happen that probably could have happened.
Man, I don't like this part. I don't like the just lack of an arm, and we're just rolling with it. I don't know what was the executive decision made on just one arm, and we're rolling with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they were going with, man.
The training continues. Gohan
training, quote unquote.
He's continuing to try to awaken the hidden beast, the Super Saiyan beast inside of Trunks. And the androids are back at it again. Shit. They're blowing shit up. They're blowing shit up pretty close. And Trunks is like, yo, we gotta help. And Gohan is like, no, you gotta stay here. And Trunks is just like, you need my help. And Gohan's like, you know what? Let's go. And then he chops him in the neck and immobilizes him.
Man. Honestly, if Trunks would have worked a little bit harder to become a Super Saiyan, they should have went together, and we may not be having this conversation right now.
Listen, I think Gohan knew. Well, Gohan says that he wouldn't be able to forgive himself if anything happened to Trunks, but I think he just knows that Trunks is more of a liability in this situation. I feel like he feels like he had them in the last fight, but because Trunks got involved when Trunks got hurt, he had to sort of sabotage everything, and in the process, he lost his arm.
Yeah, but he's still an idiot for thinking that.
Yeah, he's
listen. If me and you are posted, right, and we got two androids, and I'm a little bit older, and I'm like, look, Mills, I don't know, bro, like it ain't looking too good. You saw what they did last time, blah blah blah, and you're like, bro, listen, let me come help you. Like, shit,
formulate a plan. Let's get a plan before we start jumping into shit.
Absolutely taking you with me, bro. Like I'm not going in that situation.
I'd be like, listen, if you're gonna be here, I need you to get Android 18 as far away possible, so I can get 17 out. Like
you don't even have to fight. Yeah, you don't even have to fight. You can just distract.
A man without a haircut, like that, I know he has no plan. I know he has no plan.
Definitely not the Gohan that we know. That is clear. Yeah.
He clearly has no plan.
My man's ain't even been home to see Chi-Chi, bro.
My man
Chi-Chi was like, how's he doing? I was like,
you don't know
how Gohan doing?
You know
who are you?
Yeah, what is this ruffian that you've raised?
Yeah, like what do you mean you don't know how he's doing? So like it's just little stuff like that. You can tell like it's just after Goku died, things must have just really, really just got dark.
Yeah, it just unraveled.
Got really bad.
We get the fight between Gohan and the other two androids, and Gohan puts up somewhat of a fight with one arm. But it's really, I mean, this is one of the, I don't know if I'd say it's the best scene of this entire movie, but it's certainly the most prominent, because Gohan is one of the last Z fighters. He's one of the last Saiyans ever. Mm-hmm. He's essentially tries to take on Android 17, Android 18 by himself. I think by virtue of not having a plan, they decide clearly this guy has no plan. Clearly this guy only has one arm. He is toast. He is barbecue chicken. He is done for. And Gohan tries his best to sort of hold them off for a very long time, and it doesn't really happen because there's two of them. They get the upper hand on him, and they pretty much just murder him.
Yeah, dude. They murdered him on the ground. There was never. I feel like he really never had a chance.
Yeah.
Not dealing with both of them.
No, and it just didn't make any sense. So they murder him. He loses his arm in the series, but they kind of like nix the gory death because it's just like his death is more like a laser show than an actual like, oh, there's a blast going through me and I'm gonna die. It's kind of like, it's very weird how he dies, or at least how they decided to animate how he dies.
Yeah. Fucking 18 jumps in front of 17. She's like, I got this.
Yeah, and then murks him. Just like he's done.
Yeah. That's it.
Trunks wakes up. He's like, yo, where's Gohan? I can't feel his energy. He goes around searching for him, and he finds his man's face flat in the rain, knocked out, killed, one arm, bad haircut.
The way that they had his face, I'm sorry, the way they had his face just like sitting in the ground was actually I just thought it was very just like, damn, like they really murked him. Like,
I mean, they managed. I think they did a good job in sort of evoking that emotion. I think even with the music and the
the dead
rain,
eyes, the
the
dead
dead
eyes.
the
That's my favorite part.
eyes,
That's my
the
favorite part.
the color scheme. When we talk about things feeling close to GT, it's this scene.
Absolutely.
Just because how all the colors are dark. You see Trunks is crying in the rain. The rain is kind of masking his tears. He walks up to Gohan. He's realized Gohan is dead, and he just can't.
Can't take it.
He can't take it. He screams his head off, and he finally turns Super Saiyan.
Boom.
A little bit too
It's
late,
there.
but you know,
Yeah, way too late.
a little bit too late. But it's sad. I don't even know what they do with Gohan after that. Do you bury him? Do you just leave him there? What do you do?
I'm sure they. I'm sure he. I don't know. I mean, I hope he picked the body up and buried it with the rest of the Z fighters.
The time constraints of this movie. My God.
Yeah, I would like to get a lot deeper into stuff like that. Of course, man.
I would
It's
reboot
just-
the entire movie. I really would. I would just like, all right, let's rewrite this shit. This wasn't that good. But
well, they their only chance to do it is like you said, maybe they do a part 2 and they, like you said, they talk about everything up to black.
a little bit like what they did with that new Bardock movie where Bardock turned Super Saiyan.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they're just like, fuck all that shit we talked about. Actually,
they
he
made a
traveled
whole
through
series
time.
disappear. Yeah, they made a whole series disappear. They can do it if they want to.
Yeah. It's really true. A few years later, I think 3 years later, and we see that Bulma's finishing up the time machine,
Roll
she's
hope
just
on it.
She's
Trunks is at that. He must have been. I guess Trunks was training by himself this whole time because that was kind of. It was 3 years, right?
Yeah.
3. Okay, so from when Gohan passed to when the ship was ready, it was 3 years.
He says something like, I gotta stop these androids. I am a Super Saiyan now. And then Bulma says, yeah, Gohan was a Super Saiyan too. And he got killed. So I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. So it's just like, I'm just like, bro, she kind of bodied you. Like, you need to listen to her. Anyway, he says, I'm going to go help. I'm going to go destroy them. He's got a sword now. I don't know where he got the sword from.
Yeah, they don't mention the sword.
They don't mention the sword.
I have no idea. Okay. So we're getting to the part where like that's what frustrated me the most. It's like it's a cool part of Trunks, cool part of future Trunks, and they didn't give us a clear background on it in this special.
You got to really do your research. I mean, there's
you do it. Yeah, you can find. I'm just saying it should.
You can find out where he got the sword, but they don't explain it.
It should have been displayed because I mean, first of all, that sword killed Frieza. Technically, like it's a big deal. I mean, it's the first real time since Dragon Ball they let a superhuman or somebody who's not fully human use a weapon during battle.
And that isn't his only. Apparently, it's not his only sword. Eventually, like this is a sword. It ends up getting broken, and then
like,
somewhere
why does he care about swords so much
in the future, he gets the Z sword that Gohan got. To destroy Majin Buu and awaken all this other shit and blah blah blah.
Right.
Just awesome.
Whole other story.
Just some next shit. He tries his best to destroy the androids. He gets a good shot in. He gets a good blast. He almost gets them both, and then they're just like, "Oh, you thought that was it? You thought you killed us? I bet you did." And you used up all your energy. So they beat him to an inch of his life. I mean, he's running. They're chasing him. They're blasting him. He doesn't die. He just keeps, thinging there. And, he survives one hell of a beatdown. He survives it. I think they let him survive. I think if they wanted to kill him, they would have killed him.
I think so too. I mean, at that point, they don't. To me, the way that it looks is they don't really like if you're in the way, wherever they are, they're gonna get you. But I also think that at times, even with Gohan, like they, especially 18, she was getting frustrated with not finishing the job. She kept saying that a lot. So like, I think at some point they're just like, you know what, like whatever, let's just beat his ass, and if he dies here, he dies here.
It's pretty.
Now, I'm gonna ask you how you feel about after he passes out and basically is on, about to pass away, and then like the next scene, he's just in bed with Bulma.
He's just in
Well,
bed. Who found
he's
him?
just in bed.
Who put him
Who
there?
found him? Who found him?
Was it Mai? Who was it?
I don't know. I mean, now we do know that Bulma knew where he was going.
Yeah.
So I guess, I assume he didn't come back, and then she went to go check up on him, and she saw him laying in the dirt. So she picked him up and got him back situated on the bed. But
it really could be anything. It could be like he flew himself. It could be
did he wake up? Like, I don't know, man.
It doesn't. We have no idea. This is
He was just wrapped up. At first, I was like, "Yeah, this nigga dreaming." Like, you know what I'm saying? Is he dreaming? Like, is something more bad stuff's about to happen? And he wakes up, and then Bulma's basically ready for things to go down.
I told you.
Yeah.
I told your ass not to go out there. I told you was gonna get your ass whooped by both of them.
So she must have pulled up on him and got him.
And look what happened. I mean, that's what I would have done. Any mother would have done it. Imagine Black Mom Bulma just be like, "Yo, didn't I tell you? It's time to come inside."
Yeah, Bulma's always been very. She has Black mother qualities at times. She really does, bro.
She don't take no shit.
She don't take no shit. She's all about her sons, all about her boys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because even look how she treats Future Trunks when she saw him.
Right.
She was always asking how he was. Yeah, man. She got that vibe, man. She got that vibe.
What I learned from this movie, and we get to the end. Go Trunks is in bed. They're like, "All right, do you want to go back in time and give Goku this antidote now so you can stop getting your ass whooped so many times?" And he's just like, "Yeah, I mean, yeah, ma, like, I guess I'll do that." So he travels through time, and that's kind of the end of the movie.
Yeah, that's it. Dude, how did he get so strong? Because he pulls up to the future, kills Frieza, kills King Cole.
Yep.
But like, nigga was just on his deathbed like a week before that.
None of this is truly explained. I think they wrote this after they made this.
They had to, bro.
They were just like, we'll figure something out. We'll write it along the way. I mean,
I know Frieza's. I know Frieza's not those two androids, and they did say those two androids were weaker than the present ones. But I'm just saying, like, Trunks pulled up, like, "Hey, man, I've been Super Saiyan for years, bro. Like, I know how to work all this." So it was just, he has so much confidence, but you can tell that his personality is completely different.
Yeah, it's
completely different.
It's young, it's rash, it's not making easy decisions. It's not all that. Where in the present time, he's like
very, very mature and
he's thinking things through, but also very spazzy.
It's weird, dude. It's weird
because he's got this PTSD of all his family dying.
Poor kid, man.
And all this other thing. To me, this movie, or matter of fact, this TV special, I mean, the fact it doesn't have a very warm ending, it just kind of ends, and it's supposed to lead into the series.
Yeah, they do show like clips from like him arriving and killing Frieza, like at the end.
Yeah, but you get the resolution of this movie at the end of this saga. So it's kind of like, I would have rather. I may have put this at the end.
Yeah.
I may have put the TV special at the end of the saga and give that sort of backstory leading into it, and then jump into the future, or at least the present, where Trunks comes back and he absolutely murks the shit out of him.
I wouldn't even mind if they made the movie, or made the special we keep calling it a movie. They made the special actually just a part of the series. Like, I would have done another 10, 15 episodes of Dragon Ball Z if it was just all based on, like, so after Frieza, I wouldn't have mind if they cut straight to the future Trunks. And we didn't know anything, but we saw Bulma with this kid, and then they start going through backgrounds then.
Right. Or they open up with this new character and this new development.
We just don't know who he is, but we see Bulma. Is this Bulma's son? Cool.
Yeah.
And then you go through all. I mean, that would have been neat, man. I think there was some opportunity there that they missed, but I also don't know. Maybe it could have been the demand of just like I think the film was originally, it was like 93. I want to
Yeah,
say.
yeah, it's 93.
Maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't know like Trunks was going to be such high demand. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I mean, Trunks is still one of the most popular characters in this
I
series,
think
but
so. Yeah.
it's this movie really does him no favor. I mean, the movie doesn't. I'm sure in 1993, this was the bee's knees. This was the shit.
Oh yeah, I could imagine it was probably pretty dope at that
But
time.
25 years later, my
You
God,
watch it now, you're like, man, there's a lot of stuff
what
missing.
is going on?
There's a
Even
lot.
you
of
watch
stuff
Super now, and we're just like, what the fuck is that? But it's a series that has, you know, that gives background information and everything like that. This is just kind of, it's jumping from one to the next to the next to the next, and it doesn't really, you know, it doesn't give us a good conclusion.
It leaves you wanting way more.
Yeah.
It really
I mean,
does.
maybe that's what they kind of wanted, but it kind of left me confused. And to me, it left me with the fact, like, I felt like this could have still been all avoided.
Bro, here we are. We're getting to it right now. We're getting to the meat of it, bro.
Yeah.
This all could have been, it looks like it could have been avoided completely. There should have been a lot of precautions taken. I'm talking, let's go grab as many sensu beans as we can.
Yeah.
All right, let's go handle this.
As soon as Piccolo dies, I'm like, all right, well, we need a plan.
Right now, bro. Now, if the Namekian thing kind of makes sense, remember, I want to go back to that fact that they just never even, but remember Goku, the only way they got to it last time, remember, they didn't even know where the new place was, like the new Namek location. Remember, he had to go to Kai's place. Yeah. Kai had to find him, and then Goku found him. So maybe it was one of those things where it's just like Bulma just didn't have that type of resource to know even how to get to Namek again. Even if she built the ship, you know what I'm saying? It could have just been like Goku barely could find it himself with instant transmission. So I guess maybe that has something to do. But yeah, I'm sure there's ways that they could have figured some things out.
Could have died. Goku could have died as regular death, which is like his death by heart virus is just way more sad than him actually being murked.
Every time, by the way, every time Goku's died,
just death by illness is like, damn.
Death by illness is still way sad. Yeah, it's way more sad.
Vegeta's like, damn, this is trash.
Bro, listen, guys, I've seen Goku die. Vegeta's seen Goku die.
We've all seen Goku die.
Okay, and Vegeta's never acted like he cared.
Damn.
To that extreme.
He
may be like Kakarot, like, why'd you have to die? I need to be better than you. Like, but this time, this man Vegeta was like, Kakarot, like, I can't believe he's gone. Like, that's literally how I was like, yo.
I think they could have figured out a plan.
What if they had a good relationship? And we just don't know because
I don't know. I feel like they could have figured out a plan. They could have seen the androids coming. My guess would have been like, all right, we need to gather the Dragon Balls first before we start fighting anybody, because they've killed already a ton of people, and not send Piccolo in first, because in the manga, Piccolo is not the first one to die.
No,
but they made it that way in the show because it looks fucking stupid if he's not the first one to die.
He has to be because of Dragon Ball purposes.
Yeah, and then he goes in and just runs right into death. It looks stupid.
As far as I'm concerned, they should have the Dragon Balls on hand after they make a wish every time. Like, as soon as the wish is done and the year goes, go get them.
Yeah,
go get them right then and there. Have them ready.
Let's get the Dragon Balls. I don't know if we wishing anybody back, but we
let's just get them.
Let's find Namek. How about that? Let's wish us to Namek.
I don't know.
Or wish the android's gone. What are we doing? Like, this could have been avoided.
Piccolo needs to have some children at some point in time so we can avoid this completely in the future.
He's just. To me, I think that was one of them. I was like, man, I felt like this could have still been avoided. Like, the plot is still shaky enough where it's just like, I think we could have avoided this. Like, not everyone had to die.
I'm assuming Vegeta never became a Super Saiyan.
No, I mean, he dies as a Super Saiyan.
Oh, he does.
That's weird, right? No, wait, let me check.
If he died as Super Saiyan, that's strange because they say the 17 to 18 is not as strong. Vegeta should have been able to handle it then.
Let's see.
Or at least Vegeta and Gohan. But was he a Super Saiyan?
Yup.
He died as Super Saiyan?
He died as Super Saiyan.
What?
That is trash.
That's
That
so
is
weird.
that is big trash.
That's so weird, bro. That's
That,
definitely weird because he should have been able to handle 17, 18 in that case.
yeah, he
If
should have.
not him and Gohan. You know
I
what I'm
mean, maybe
saying?
he
Or,
got the 2-on-1 and he couldn't get the job done, but
yeah, I
that's
hear
still no.
that.
I don't believe it. I don't.
Aggressive Super Vegeta? I don't think so.
No, I don't. I don't believe it. I
He
don't believe
handles that every time,
My
especially them at a weaker state.
God.
Hey, man. Well, that is the history of Trunks, right?
That is the history of Trunks. It's a terrible history. I'm ready to go back. Listen,
I prefer present Trunks's life right now than that one, man. So.
it was a movie I didn't really want to watch because of the gory things and all the death and despair that's in it. And then I watch it, and then I learn that's not the reason why I didn't want to watch this. It's just because
There's just a lot of things missing. There are a lot of things that could have happened that didn't happen.
there's
that
a lot of holes in this movie.
Incomplete. That's why they call it a special. They don't want you to call it a movie because they're like, if you call it a movie, it would be a terrible movie.
It would be a terrible movie.
They have to call it a special so that we don't say, well, it is just a special.
Yeah, it's just a special. It's not really, it's just an end to a mean,
That's why they did it. That's why they did it.
This has been episode 10 of The Lookout. Next time on The Lookout, we will be jumping back into the present where things are happening and making somewhat of sense. We will be back. We will be talking about Cell. We will be talking about one of the greatest fights in Dragon Ball Z history, in my opinion. And Goku does a lot more things than he did in the first two episodes of this. So we'll be talking through that. We're getting closer and closer to the end of this. Just stay locked in. Stay
locked in.
Subscribe. Subscribe yourself to RNC Radio on iTunes and SoundCloud. You can follow us. We have a host of shows. RSPN. We have The Perfect Play. We have RNC Radio, the actual podcast. We have the A Show every week. We have various playlists that are coming out. We have playlists on playlists on playlists on playlists.
And if time allows, make sure you guys check out the previous 9 episodes of The Lookout. It's awesome. You guys can get some good insight on that.
On Dragon Ball Super, and maybe we start deciding what we're gonna do next from this point. Like, what are we going to do next after the Android Saga? But who knows? We're still in the mix of things. We're still in the swing of things.
Yeah.
This is The Lookout. This has been episode 10. I am Meals. We have Platinum Chanel boy Jeff himself.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.